There is a corner in many a woodshop. It is a place of shame. It is where expensive, complicated jigs go to gather dust and regret. You know the ones I'm talking about. They arrive in a cardboard box filled with a dizzying array of plastic parts, a baggie of inscrutable screws, and a manual thicker than a good novel. You spend an afternoon just trying to assemble the thing. You squint at diagrams that make no sense. You adjust knobs and levers, hoping to coax a perfect dovetail out of this contraption. Instead, you get frustration. You get a jig that requires constant fiddling and recalibration. It promises precision, but delivers only confusion, taking up valuable bench space while slowing you down. These fancy rigs also come with a hefty price tag. They are marketed as the only way to achieve professional results. This is a lie. This kind of thinking suggests that your skill is something you must purchase. It implies that without dropping a few $100s on the latest gadget, you are somehow less of a woodworker. This is nonsense. It creates a barrier for good people who just want to build something honest and true with their hands. It makes them believe they need a workshop full of expensive tools before they can even begin. This is a sad state of affairs, one that we can and should correct with our own two hands. For centuries, beautiful and strong dovetail joints were cut by hand. Our ancestors did not have anodized aluminum and laser-etched guides. They had a saw, a chisel, and an understanding of wood. They relied on skill, patience, and simple shop-made tools. They understood that the elegance of the dovetail joint lies in its straightforward geometry, not in the complexity of the jig used to cut it. We can learn from this. We can reclaim that heritage. We can build something that works better than those store-bought behemoths, using nothing more than a bit of scrap wood and a dash of ingenuity. It is time to clear the clutter. This is not a stand against progress. It is a stand for common sense. A tool should serve you, not the other way around. It should feel like an extension of your own hand, a quiet partner in the work. It should not be a puzzle you have to solve every time you want to cut a joint. The best tools are often the simplest. They do one job, and they do it exceptionally well. The minimalist dovetail guide we are about to build is exactly that. It is a humble tool born from necessity, but it will outperform its expensive cousins every single time. It will bring you closer to the wood and to the satisfying rhythm of hand tool work. The heart of our jig is a good piece of hardwood. This is not the place for pine or poplar. You want something dense, stable, and unyielding. Look through your scrap bin for a piece of white oak or hard maple. These woods are stubborn. They resist the whims of humidity and temperature, which means your jig will stay true through the changing seasons. A stable jig means your angles remain perfect, cut after cut, year after year. The tool's reliability starts with the character of the wood you choose. So choose something with backbone. A small, forgotten offcut can be resurrected into the most reliable tool on your bench. Next, we must talk about geometry. The beauty of a dovetail is in its angle. For softwoods like pine, a steeper angle of 1 to 6 is traditional. It provides more mechanical strength in the softer fibers. For hardwoods, a more subtle 1 to 8 ratio is the classic choice. It looks elegant and provides all the strength needed. Our jig will have 2 faces, 1 for each ratio. This is all you will ever need. You will cut these angles onto the edge of your hardwood block. With these 2 simple, time-tested angles, you are equipped to build anything from a delicate cherry jewelry box to a robust poplar tool chest. To give our jig its magic, we will use magnets. Small, powerful, rare earth magnets will be our secret weapon. They will hold your saw blade perfectly against the guide face, eliminating any wobble or doubt. First, you must drill shallow holes or mortises for these magnets to sit in. The key is to make them completely flush with the surface of the wood. Use a Forstner bit to create a clean, flat-bottomed hole. The magnet must not protrude even a tiny bit, as it would interfere with the saw. Take your time with this step. A flush magnet ensures a smooth, uninterrupted path for your saw, which is the entire point. Once your magnet chambers are ready, you will secure the magnets in place. A good, strong 2-part epoxy is your best friend here. Mix a small amount and place a dab in the bottom of each hole. Gently press the magnets into place, making sure they are perfectly level with the wood surface. Wipe away any excess epoxy before it has a chance to harden. This modern adhesive will create a permanent bond, ensuring your magnets never shift or come loose. This fusion of classic hardwood and modern science is what makes this simple jig so incredibly effective and durable. It's a tool built to be passed down. With the magnets glued firmly in place, the moment of truth arrives. We must ensure our guide faces are perfectly angled. This is where a digital angle gauge becomes invaluable. Place the gauge on the face of your jig and check the reading. It should be exactly 82.3 degrees for the 1:8 ratio and 80.5 degrees for the 1:6 ratio. If it is off by even a fraction of a degree, now is the time to correct it. A hand plane or a carefully used block plane can shave off whispers of wood until the angle is perfect. This calibration is what separates a good jig from a great one. It is a moment of precision that will pay you back every time you use it. Now, we must make the surface slick. Your saw needs to glide along the face of the jig without any friction or stuttering. A smooth journey for the saw translates into a clean, crisp cut in your wood. Begin by sanding the angled faces of the jig. Work your way through the grits until the wood feels as smooth as polished stone. Once sanded, apply a durable finish. A few coats of shellac or a good paste wax will do the trick nicely. This not only protects the wood, but also creates a low-friction surface. When you are done, your saw will slide along the guide as if it were on ice. Think of this jig not just as a tool, but as a precision instrument that you have crafted yourself. Every step in its creation, from selecting the wood to waxing the surface, contributes to its ultimate performance. This is the satisfaction that no store-bought tool can ever provide. You are not just a consumer, you are the creator. You understand its every nuance because you put it there. This simple block of wood now holds within it your care, your attention to detail, and your commitment to doing good work. It is more than a jig, it is a testament to your craft. Take a moment to admire your work. You have created a tool of purpose and precision from humble materials. It did not come in a plastic clamshell. It did not require a second mortgage. It was born on your bench, from your own hands. This simple guide is proof that you do not need a shop full of expensive equipment to achieve excellence. All you need is a little bit of knowledge, a bit of patience, and the will to make something right. This tool will serve you well for years to come. A quiet and reliable partner in your workshop. The true beauty of this jig reveals itself in its use. There is no complex setup. There are no measurements to transfer or lines to scribe with a ruler. Your marking tool is the workpiece itself. To lay out your tails, simply place your jig on the end grain of your board and trace the angle directly onto the wood with a sharp marking knife. Then, to lay out the pins, you will use the tails you just cut as your template. This direct marking method eliminates the possibility of measurement error. It is a simple, honest system that ensures your joints will fit together perfectly from the start. Now, for the cut. Place your saw against the face of the jig and you will feel it. The magnet will gently but firmly pull the saw plate flat against the guide. This is the support that turns a shaky hand into a steady one. It gives the beginner the confidence of a master. Start your cut with a few gentle pull strokes to establish the kerf. As you begin to saw in earnest, let the magnet and the hardwood guide do their job. You can focus entirely on the forward and back motion. You will hear it, a clean, consistent shh as the teeth bite into the wood. That is the sound of a perfect cut, on track and true. There is a feeling that comes with this process. It is a connection to the work that is lost when a machine does it for you. You feel the saw cutting the fibers. You hear the rhythm of the cut. The magnet provides a subtle, reassuring feedback, letting you know that you are precisely on the line. For those new to hand tools, this is a game changer. It removes the fear of sawing at an angle and allows you to build muscle, memory, and confidence. You are not fighting the tool, you are working with it. It is a partnership. The jig holds the angle, and you provide the power. And finally, the reward. After you have cut your tails and pins and chopped out the waste, bring the two pieces together. They will slide into place with a satisfying, snug fit, straight from the saw. There is no need for paring, no need for shims, no need for cursing. The joint is tight and clean, a testament to the precision of your homemade jig. This is the moment that debunks the myth that you need expensive equipment for professional results. You have just achieved perfection with a piece of scrap wood, a couple of magnets, and your own skill. Clear out those old, dusty jigs. This simple guide is all you will ever need.